What's up YouTube, how's it going? I took third place today with Ancient Warriors. Went 3-1 my matchups. Round 1 was Paler Frogs. I won that. Round 2 was Altergeist, which I lost to. I only lost today. And then I played against Muskets, Magical Muskets, and then the last round I played against Virtual World. Beat them. So yeah, this deck's pretty fun. Yeah, let's get right into it. So first up, you play 3 Sun Mu. This is your starter. I'm pretty much blinding second with this deck. So I play 3 of him, and then 3 of the Luzon. Going second, this guy's a little bit better because you can summon from your deck. So basically the rundown is that you can send any card from your hand to field to the grave to activate these guys' effects. This guy lets you add, and this guy summons from deck. The second effect on this guy is that if any of your other Ancient Warrior card effects activate, or monster effects I should say, you can bounce a monster your opponent controls to the hand. This guy, if any of your other Ancient Warrior monsters battles, you get to draw a card. So that's the 3 for the little guys. And then for the other little guys, I play 1 Zoog Kong and 1 Zukong. So this guy on the green guy is a Spell and Trap Negate, and he is also, when he's added to the hand by an Ancient Warrior effect, you can special summon to the field. This guy doesn't really come up, he's just there for another name and a normal summon. Basically, you can search for any of your Ancient Warrior spell and traps by sending an Ancient Warrior spell trap. He's also I believe he's a monster effect negation. Yeah, he's a monster effect negation when another Ancient Warrior effect activates. So these are the other little guys. Then for the big guys, you play triple Lufeng. This is the most recent addition. This guy's just so good. He's a free special, and he's also a monster pop. Yeah, he's just really good. And then I'm also playing 3 Guanyun. He's also a free special summon. He's like Cyber Dragon sort of, but with the free pop. He's more of Pankratops actually. He's pretty good. So yeah, I play 3 of him. And then for the other big guys, I play 1 Zhang Di, and then 1 Zhang Yun, and then 1 Chao Dei. So basically the rundown on these guys is that you control 2 or more Ancient Warriors, you can summon this guy from hand, and there's other effects that your opponent controls more monsters than you do. He can attack twice for monsters. Chao Dei, if a card your opponent controls is destroyed, you can discard a card and summon him from your hand. Then his other effect is when he destroys a monster by battle, you can special summon the destroyed monster in defense position. And this guy is really good. He's sort of like a hand trap, because when any of your Ancient Warrior monsters battles, you can summon him from hand, and then the monster that's battling your Ancient Warrior loses 1,000 attack. So it's really good to get over stupid stuff like Dragoon and just any really problematic cards. Its other effect is that if another card on your opponent's side of the field is destroyed, you can pop a card. Yep. So yeah, pretty good. Those are the big guys. Then for the non-archetypal monsters, I'm playing 1 Pank because we're blinding second, and then triple Gamma Seal. Gamma Seals came in pretty clutch out of Shen Shen, and Pankratops was so insane against the Musket matchup. Just summoning this and popping their the 1 Musket they have in field, and since it tributes for cost, they can't cross-domination it. They just won me the game, pretty much. Then for the spells, unfortunately only 1 Tenki and then the 2 Tensu. Tenki is just really good when you see it. And the 2 Tensu gives you additional normal summons. They're also there, so you have stuff to send for your Ancient Warrior effects, so pretty good. And then for the going second cards, triple Lightning Storm. You're blinding second, as I've said before a couple times, so you just want to see this and out any spells and traps. And possibly any monsters. You sort of want your opponent to have monsters just because your Ancient Warrior monsters, some of them need your opponent to have more monsters than you do to activate their effects, so yeah.
How do you know? You don't even know.
And then triple Droplets. This Droplets is really good in this deck because you can send your Ancient Warrior spells and traps for cost, and they get to activate their effects when they're sent to grave from the spell and trap zone to the grave. So it's very good in this deck. And speaking of the Ancient Warrior spells and traps, you play 3 Visits, and then 3 East by South Winds. These cards are just so insane. So basically, 3 Visits. When an Ancient Warrior is summoned, you can target it and add a different Ancient Warrior with a different name than it. And then when this is sent to the grave, you can summon an Ancient Warrior from hand. So with Sun Mu, you're getting 2 searches and a free special summon. It's just so good. And then East by South Winds, when it's sent from the spell and traps into the grave, its effect will activate that your opponent can't respond to any of your activated cards or effects of your Ancient Warriors for this turn. So this card is so good. Sending this off of droplets is pretty much game. So that's that for the Ancient Warrior spells. And then lastly, 3 Extrav. I don't have Prosperity. I'd probably play those if I did, but this is the next best thing. That's it for the main deck. Onto the side deck, 3 Double Dragon Lords. You have to play 3 pretty much if you're playing Extravagance, but you want to play 3 in general. Shout out to Clayton, who's behind the camera, for letting me borrow the 3rd Dragon Lord. Yeah, so this card's good. Just sends any card that you control to the grave to bounce a card. Or I think it's a face-up monster. No. Yeah, face-up card your opponent controls return to the hand. So this card is very good on summon. It searches any Ancient Warrior cards. It also boosts them, which is very good in this deck. Just help attacking for game. Then the rest of the extra deck is just sort of good stuff, but it's also just random stuff because you're playing Extrav. For the links, 2 Nightmares, Avermax, and then Goddess. They're just good in general, so that's that. And then Xyz monsters, I'm playing the 1 Tiger King for the niche situations where you can make it and search your 10 key if you don't have it, or your 10 Su. Lightning Chidori, you are playing a couple level 4 wins, so could come up. Cowboy for game, just good. Baguska, Abyss Dweller, just good rank force. Sometimes if you're forced to go forced to go first, you can make this if you have the right combination of cards, or you can make Abyss Dweller. So pretty good. You have some defensive cards in extra deck, and then lastly, 1 Red MD, 1 Dingirsu, and then the Zeus. You're playing a lot of Xyz, so I mean, if you make him, you can make a Zeus. Ding. You have quite a bit of level 8s. Your Lu Feng and your Chowday are level 8, so you can have those infused to make him and protect your monsters. And then Red Eyes, he's good. You have also quite a few of your level 7s, so you can make him if you need to burn for time as well, along with your Cowboy. So that's it for the extra deck. I mean, there's not really much. You can change stuff if you want. It's just like Extravagance basically. So that's that. Side deck. The only thing that I decided today was the D-Shifters. This card came in clutch. It won me the game against the Virtual Worlds. This card is just so broken. And then Drone Lockbirds. That's it for the hand traps. And then next up, going first, cards 3 Ice Dragons Prisons, 3 Strike, and then 3 Judgment. I didn't side these in at all. I mean, you could. I didn't really need them, I don't think. My opponents mostly wanted to go first the entire game, or the entire tournament, so these are there in case I needed them. So that's that for the deck profile. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about Ancient Warriors, let me know in the comments below, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.